Welcome to episode, what is it, 17 now? 17. The perfect amount of episodes to upgrade and make changes. Haha. So hold on, I got a text message. He's here. But I'll finish the intro. Y'all can keep it PC. This is the Dark Gems podcast, man. At Dark Gems INTL. I'm Blake Shepard, your typical host on a typical Wednesday at typically 7 p.m., maybe 7:06. That's what we did tonight. Wanted to keep people in suspense. We got a few interviews tonight. We got a big surprise regarding our table here at the podcast. The first surprise is we got hella scratches. Oh my God. But we got a big surprise regarding this table. And we also have Alteregos and Darioparty as our interview guests tonight. But let's keep it simple to start off. If you don't already follow at Dark Gems INTL on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Tumblr, all of them, add them up right now. Join the cult. We are at 1,093 cult members on Dark Gems INTL Instagram right now. And we are about to hit 1,100. Shout out 1,100, man. Maybe we should do a giveaway for 1,100. You see the hoodies? I'm wearing the hoodie this podcast. The hoodie is a Garden exclusive. It's only available at the Garden in Rochester. Shout out the Garden Skate Park. We also have t-shirts available on the website. Go to the website at www.darkgemsintl.com and click the gem for the t-shirts, man. I am on tour right now with White Boy Beats, Dabo Fly, and Jay Havoc. And we are hitting Winona, Minnesota next on August 25th. We just got back from Grand Forks. And I hit Rochester right after. I had a back-to-back. That shit was wild. There's also a Storm Tour featuring Jaden Williams, King Ace, and 507 Pacino. They're hitting Los Angeles August 11th. So if any of our listeners are out in LA, you need to hit up King Ace, 507 Pacino, and Jaden Williams for information regarding their tour. We'll put their ads in the description as well as ticket opportunities. It's Modelo time, baby. I kept that clean. We're going to have a bunch of other events to promote tonight as well as the artists. Like I said, Darioparty and Alterego are on the way. They will be featured tonight. And we also have our typical music review at 9 p.m. So with that, we are going to do a quick transition here with the track of the week from my 2023 EP, Dirty Club Floor. It is the track of the week. It is Blake Shepard. It is produced by Jedzilla. It is Too Dirty. Run it.
It's that Jedzilla production.
Yo, are you even sober, bro?
I don't think so.
Bro! Help! Where is Balaka at?
Pussy has been to a psych ward. Mush in the club like an eyesore. Both in love with a cyclone. I'd be a good one to die for. Prove the crack in his 9-4. We could go drink at a I-4. I'd be a good one to die for. I'd be a good one to die for. Love in the club is too dirty. 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 Feeding for touch, lust, bitter taste won't shatter this, that rush. 95 in the Benz truck, some luck. Tough, eyes locking, it's a vow must. Don't you ask me like a sick butt. Said she loved me like a freak does. We live as evil, I won't die a hero. Through some windshield face plant, I still stay libido. I'm the base provider, no vibe short to veto. Whole club run by emos, someone said my miso. Pussy has been to a psych ward, mosh in the club like an eyesore. Both in love with a cyclone, I'd be a good one to die for. Prove the cracking is 9-4, we could go drink at a I-4. I'd be a good one to die for, I'd be a good one to die for. Love in the club is too dirty. Love in the club is too dirty. Love in the club is too dirty. Love in the club is too dirty.
Nigga, we got cocaine, Molly, weed, we smoking, we drinking, pouring shots in bitches' mouths. Nigga, we lit out here. You know what I'm saying? We out here like that. Ain't no niggas out here like us, bro.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
To the Dark Gems podcast, episode 17. We're at wide angle, aren't we, white boy? Yes, sir. So you can see both of us. You can see the beautiful Dark Gems INTL graphic behind us, rendered out. We got our glasses on because we are like the people of the blind in the underground. We've been in the underground so long, our vision has been rendered useless.
Something about UV rays and heat indexes. Fucking make something up out of that, guys.
Yeah. As I said before, a little cut there. That was the Too Dirty video, directed by me and produced by Jedzilla. Also shout out King Lundy, Deliso, Dabo Fly, White Boy Beats, NBG Tay, Dylan. Dylan knows who he is. Dylan's legit. Who else came out to that shoot? I hope I didn't forget anybody, but yeah, we going up. People like the video, so I'm happy they like it. I like the video.
I like the video.
What'd you think of the video? Give me some critique. Like, tell me it's horrible.
All right, so fuck the video. It sucks balls.
Thank you. Finally, somebody's honest, bro.
No. The video was awesome. By the way, not sponsored by Quick Trip. Quick Trip ought to fucking be getting on those nuts, man, with like at least like a free hotspot meal every Quick Trip that you stopped over. Come on.
I'm a Quick Trip Rewards member, so like, you know, I've already been supporting. I wasn't a believer when I moved here from Chicago because I was like, fuck you, I'm not gonna buy bread from a gas station. And I still don't buy your bread, but I buy other things there. Yeah. Well, I don't really eat bread either. It's not really part of my diet. But I do. Yeah. I like how they have like a carbohydrate alleyway when you walk up to the register.
That's very true.
They're like, do you want to see every possible like cake themed dessert ever invented?
Oh, you don't? You're trying to exhibit self-control? Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Buy every donut we have. They're all the same flavor, but they're different colored boxes, and some of them say blueberry and some say strawberry.
Some of them have different colored dyes in them to give you different versions of cancer. Don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah, you can't get an endorsement on the show without some like backhanded compliment.
We're going to talk so much shit if you sponsor us. Don't worry. We love you, though.
Yeah, exactly. I was just telling them before you came in, we got Alterego and we got Darioparty coming on in the 8 o'clock hour. Really cool artists out of Hastings. They support the 507. They're part of the hottest scene in the Midwest, even though they're a little bit closer to the Minneapolis and the St. Paulians.
You know what? The hottest scene in the Midwest is more of a state of mind. So you can be from California, New York, Texas, Canada, New Zealand, Japan, Abu Dhabi, wherever it is you want to be from. The hottest scene in the Midwest is for absolutely everyone. We don't discriminate at all. It's not geographical. What happens when there's a massive earthquake and or an asteroid or tornado or flood on a biblical level, and then the Midwest doesn't exist anymore? We're still the hottest fucking scene out there.
Oh, you've heard of that conspiracy theory too?
Heard of it.
Yeah.
Heard of it.
It's a book that like some dude wrote in the 50s or something like that about like just the world is going to end when we have another great flood, and there's going to be like a 2-mile high wall of seawater that's just going to wash over the entire...
So this is the track of the conversation right now? I love this. So everybody that's listening, check out Graham Hancock on grahamhancock.com. He also has a Netflix documentary that's been out. This man has done more work than almost any other human beings in the world with regards to things like ancient civilizations and catastrophic end of civilizations. He pushes back on the timeline that is accepted in mainstream archaeology and mainstream education. Again, I'm not all that smart. I'm not. I love what he does.
Humble.
The guy's been doing it for over 20 years, maybe 30 years now. God damn, it's 2023. I found out about this man in 2011. But again, GrahamHancock.com. Do yourself a favor. Do a Google search for Graham Hancock on Joe Rogan. The very first episode he does, I think it's episode 553, solid. Gives you an awful lot to think about, an awful lot to sink your teeth into. The man's done, again, more work, more novels, more research than I've taken firm shits in my life, and I take a lot of firm shits.
That's well said. That's well said. I don't know if his name was Graham Hancock. He might be biting off the dude that I was talking about, but it's the same concept, really. End of the world
legalization
scenario.
in Minnesota, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. We got a music review at 9 p.m. tonight. So if you have any music to send in to us, any new music videos, anything you just dropped on Spotify, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, whatever, or if you just want to hop on Audacity right now and pull a shitty beat off of YouTube and freestyle on it, we want to listen to it. So submit in the description below at www.darkgemsintl.com and click on the submissions tab. No?
White boy says no.
Okay, everything I said is completely wrong.
Everything he said is completely false. So we're doing
Oh
our
yeah, you
feedback
were
on Twitch.
shit. That's the big announcement.
Yeah.
Oh no, play a sound effect for that. The big announcement.
Bomp, bomp, bomp.
But
The
yeah,
big announcement.
big announcement. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna be doing our feedback on Twitch from now on, hopefully. So you can find us Dark Gems INTL on Twitch. You can find us everywhere, Dark Gems INTL.
That's Dark Gems INTL.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where we're gonna do our music feedback tonight. So as soon as we're done here on YouTube, that's where we're hopping over to. So make sure you go get followed up on that. And the feedback is now free, but if you want to skip the line, we do have the skip the line option if the queue gets quite full.
So
You
it's
feel me?
just through Twitch.
Correct.
Yes. So we're switching over to Twitch at 9 p.m. tonight. The Twitch is at Dark Gems INTL, like he said.
Catch us
So-
on Twitch. Get a hold of your grandma. Help her download the Twitch app. Tell your grandmother to like, share, and subscribe. If your grandmother's no longer with us, peace and love. We wish she was. But, again, get on the horn. Tell everybody you know. Call your ex. She's going to think that you want to get back together with her. It's not true at all. You want to tell her
It's not.
to find Dark Gems INTL on Twitch. You want her to freestyle all the shit she's ever hated about you on shitty beats that you pull from YouTube.
I like this.
Tell her to grab some pots and pans and just give me like a little 1-2 beat, a little shuffle, and just talk some mad shit. Here's the thing. I'll throw it out there. Dan, can we have the listeners vote on a poll on what songs they liked best? Can we set something like that up tonight?
On Twitch?
Anywhere. I don't. Sure, Twitch.
Well, yeah, we're actually gonna be doing that on our website. We're gonna be featuring on our homepage of our website, like the coolest video that we have submitted.
Phenomenal. The winner of that coolest video.
Also-
Next week, I'm going to come in. Y'all have to have Cash App. I'm going to throw $20 to whoever gets voted the coolest song this week. So next week, Cash App, $20. Get your stuff out here. Get your stuff up. You got till 9 p.m. Central Time to submit your shit. Again, call your grandmother.
He's
Have her
upping
tell
the
us how much
ante,
we
bro.
love her.
We're also going to be doing some challenges now that we're going to be moving over to Twitch. There's a lovely website/service called Beat Connect that we can host battles with. So say if we have a bunch of vocalists that want to, a chance to earn some money or earn some swag, you feel me? We can do that, and we can post the song, and we can say you got 2 hours to write and record your best verse, and it's going to be judged full hand by how it's written, how it was recorded, how you did your mix down and everything.
I like that very
Absolutely.
much. I love that. I
Absolutely.
love that. In the video game producing area, they do something similar. They do like a jam session, right? They give you like 48 hours to create a game jam. They'll give you a theme to build a little video game on. They throw that shit up on itch.io. Very cool that we want to get into something like this here. Dark Gems INTL sponsoring it. Again, be sure to click on the gem. Pick yourself up some rare limited edition hoodies only at the Garden Skate Park. Grab yourself multiple colors of the t-shirt. You need one for every day of the week. You know it's true. Get out there.
Absolutely. We should recap our tour stop over the weekend. We're in Grand Forks at, I believe it's Ohada Mahal. Their record store / venue / hot dog stand.
Hot dog stand. Talk about all the fucking carbs you can eat.
Dude.
You know hot dogs are 51% carbs.
Yes, if you eat the bun. And I did eat the bun, but it was only
He
one meal.
ate
I'm going to say
bun.
one thing before I let Blake finish this. We went in there skeptical as shit, and
Yeah, because, bro,
was-
we're used to Chicago dogs, bro.
as soon as I see it's a quarter pound Chicago dog, I'm like, okay, hold on. This is about to be extra, but wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it.
Wasn't bad. Definitely a destination stop for your gastrointestinal needs when it comes to putting hot meat in your mouth, buns and all.
I'll tell you what.
Indeed.
If I'm ever going up to Canada, I'm definitely stopping there to get a hot dog.
Manitoba, baby.
Yes,
What's up there? Winnipeg? Yeah,
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. We need
Yep.
to. Do you know anybody in Winnipeg?
No.
Trish Stratus.
How do you just know that offhand? I'm not gonna ask. I know the answer to that question actually. But yeah, they had like all these quarter pound dogs, and one of them was the Chicago dog, and I was like, that's the one I obviously gotta get because I gotta see how it stacks up. And it was pretty good, bro. They had all these other combinations though. I wish I could have tried. Like Jay had. I don't know if we should talk about this, bro.
He fucking
Bro.
picked the same one twice.
Jay had 2 of the same dog back-to-back meals, bro. It's called the 9th bro or the
Fifth
5th bro. The 5th bro.
It's an Asian theme.
Yeah, it
It's
was
an Asian
like
theme dog.
it was like a hot dog with cream cheese, like peanut sesame sauce or something like that, and like what sriracha or something like that.
Sriracha, yeah.
So he had the a hot dog, which is like extremely like oily and like saturated kind of cream cheese and hot sauce. The dairy of the cream cheese and the hotness of the hot sauce.
Yeah, there's also
All
another item on
at
there.
the
That's
same
why they
time.
call it the 5th bro, but I don't remember what it was.
I thought it was like some like
Kimchi, sesame seed oil. I'm just throwing shit out there.
no, yeah. Well, honestly, any of
It
those
might have
could
been like
right
chili
because
oil
they,
or something.
Some of those ingredients on there, we were just like, how do you guys come up with this shit?
It's legal in Minnesota now.
It's themed. It's just themed hot dogs. That's all it is. They had one called the Master Blaster, which was like taco and chili,
It was
which
2 hot dogs though.
and 2 hot dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it was meant to
was-
make you shit. Like that's
Yeah.
the whole point.
Yeah.
Here's the question of the
Next
night,
time I go
dude.
and get in the Master Blaster, bro.
The
Poutine
Master
was
Blast.
pretty dank.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
munching
they had
on that.
poutine. That's true. That's very
They had-
Canadian of them.
They had what?
Poutine.
Poutine.
Poutine. Son, you said poutine.
No, he said
I
poutine
said
on purpose.
No, you didn't. Run it back.
It's the poutine. Okay, well we'll check when we
We'll
post
check it
We'll
when
check
it comes on back.
Well, what's our timestamp right now?
22 minutes.
22 minutes. We'll check.
22 minutes,
We'll
we'll check it, and I'm going to be wrong.
But yeah, show went decent. Honestly, I like the venue. I will go back there again. They wanted us to come back during like, when University of North Dakota was back, so we might make that move. And then we went to like 5 dive bars in downtown
Went to 3.
Grand Forks.
3.
Did we go to 3? It
Yeah, we
felt
only
like
went to 3.
5. It was at least 4.
No,
Blake
it
had
was 3.
such a good time that he thought he went to 5. He just
It
hit
was
the
not
bathroom in
3,
2 of
bro.
them.
It had to be 4 at least.
It was 3.
No.
I guarantee you it was 3.
Nah. It
Yes,
was the
sir.
Loft. It was the karaoke place. It was
And
the
shout out
one
the
where
Loft.
Dabo bought 10 White Claws for some reason.
Oh, so it was 4. Yeah, no,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
4.
yeah.
4, yeah, because
And
then
then
there's
there
the
was,
pizza
there
place.
was another, it was 4, right?
Yeah,
And then
the pizza place 10 minutes before they closed, we ordered the biggest pizza possible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that was the other place. Yeah, we walk in and like
Rude.
we're in retail service, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was necessarily being rude because Dabo was trying to take care of his people and all that. But like there was a sense from like the restaurant worker, the girl that was there that's serving us. He's like, "Hey, when does the kitchen close?" And she's like, "Well, you're gonna have to order now because they're about to." And it was 10:18. They closed at 10:30, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, give me like the largest pizza you have with like all of the meat on it or something like that.
I bet they cranked that oven to maximum so they could get that bitch done.
Yeah.
Did Dabo tip them out?
Oh yeah, he
They
does.
got paid.
Oh, okay. Well,
They
then it's
got
not rude.
paid.
Then it's not rude.
But
If
either
your
way-
kitchen closes at 10:30 and it's 10:18 and somebody shows you the cash that they're going to tip you out with, then get to work.
Yeah, they got paid.
Unlike the situation that you and I were in this evening, and we'll bitch about that later. Or
Yeah,
maybe right now. I
yeah.
don't fucking know, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. The service industry. Shout out to all y'all in the service industry. Every single one of you
Food,
listening. We
retail
love
service,
you. We
yeah.
appreciate you. We understand the struggle.
That's pretty much the synopsis. But yeah, this girl was like not that like enthusiastic about him getting this pizza. But we got the pizza, and then we're like, okay, well, what are you gonna drink? And she's like, Dave was like, what do you got on tap? And she's like, well, nothing, because the tap is downstairs. And he started asking her things. She's like, we don't have that, we don't have that. He's like, okay, well, what do you have? He's like, can I get a Coors Light? Because that's what his homie ordered. And she's like, yeah. And we all ended up just ordering like a big fucking glass of Coors Light, right? And that's the most Coors Light I've ever drank in my life. And then we went to this other place. By the way, I got to say this because this is our Rochester audience, right? Every place I went to in Grand Forks, downtown, right? Every bar I went to, every
'cause
bar /
gambling.
venue, everyone was nicer than anything that Rochester has to offer right now.
Nicer is in aesthetic.
Nicer as in like
Cleaner.
there's a cleaner, there's a vision here, like there's investment here, like people care about what's going on.
Everybody's in a uniform. Like
Yeah.
they all are repping like the establishment they're
vibe.
from.
Yeah.
Like though the loft was really nice because they had a bunch of waitresses come around to the tables and they would constantly ask you like, "Are you good? You okay? Do you need water? Everybody okay?" They kept asking my wife. They're like, "Are you good?" Because she was the only
Yeah,
female.
they thought your wife was being trafficked, bro.
Yeah.
This
I had to
girl
walk
came,
over.
like she's a really nice girl, obviously, because she came up. What'd she say? She's like, "Are you okay?" or something.
Yeah,
like
she's
that.
like, "You doing good?" She's like, "If you don't want to take the shot, you don't have to take the shot."
Wow. Okay. Well, that's
I
Midwestern
walked up to her
kindness
later
right
and I was
there.
like, "I really appreciate you checking in on her. I like, thank you. That's a lot. We're in a new town. We're from Rochester." He was like, "Oh, that's your wife."
Yeah.
I was like, "What did you, what did
I'd
you
have been like,
expect this
no,
was?"
not at all. I just met this gal.
Yeah, she's like, "Well, sometimes we get like this group will mingle with this group, and sometimes it doesn't end very well. So we're just checking on people."
Oh, I want to hear this lady's story. Scott, did you guys get her number? Can we
No.
call her?
No.
No? All right, next
Should
time.
have though.
we were too focused on watching Davo. It was fun.
Try to pound down 10 White Claws.
Dude, I hate that he I hate that he makes so many good stories when he's drunk, okay?
He got cut
Like
off.
and I hope
Shout
like,
out
he don't
Davo.
call me after the scene. He's like, "Bro, like I don't know. I'm not trying to like, you know, like embarrass you guys or anything cuz he's not.
He's really
but
not.
it just happens to be when he's drunk, he's so fucking entertaining. Because we were going back to our cars after we hit all these bars, and we walked across the street to go to our cars because our cars were on the other side of the street, and he kept walking down the sidewalk, just like kind of like a T-Rex, kind of like just like kind of like
Short arms,
content and
big
and,
chin.
and gallopy, but like
Yeah.
happy, you
Yeah.
know, in his own world, right?
Of course. I mean, Dave was in
And-
his own world 97% of the time.
Yeah, love the guy, right?
Oh, I fucking love
and
Dave.
our guy Jamie, who was basically our tour guide there, shout out Jamie. He's like, "Hey D, like let's go, bro. Like let's go." And Dave was like, "No, we need to go over there." And he's just pointing to like this dark area where you can see
we
like
have to
shadows
explore.
of people in the
we have to
distance.
discover.
He's like, "We need to go over there." He's like, "We need to go see what's over there." And it took us like 5 minutes to convince him to go to the cars. And the only thing that convinced him was me saying, Bro, what if those are zombies? What if those are zombies, bro? You're going to get bit by those zombies.
So
That's what convinced him.
So Dabo's weak point in life is zombies.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I know how I'm
Almost
fucking with
there,
Dabo
honey
from now
bun.
on.
All right, sounds good, bro. Just walk in when you get here, okay, baby girl? Love you. Alterego.
Kiss, kiss.
Oh, is he watching the stream right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to call me, and my phone is being used as a camera right now.
That
Yeah.
very well could be. Hey, 507-398-765. It's not a camera right now.
Haha.
Hey, just so you know, you're going to need to change your number when this podcast blows up.
Oh, let it blow up.
Yeah.
Let it blow up.
Let it blow up.
He's
Dude,
waiting for that
voicemails
day.
fill up eventually. Come on.
No. Hold
Yeah,
on,
but you're
hold
still
on.
going to be.
Oh, 507. I forgot the rest of my number.
That's better. But yeah, dude. We woke up the next morning. You were hungover as hell for no reason. And then I was kind of fine. Actually, I was kind of chilling. And we went back to the hot dog shop because I didn't eat the night before, and that's why I got my Chicago dog. I got some mac and cheese.
Trying to see white boy's pretty eyes right now. Chill out.
Yeah, is that MCJ?
Yeah.
Bro, he always saying some fucking zesty shit.
Show
Anyways,
those pretty eyes.
yeah,
Man, zesty. I'm running the scene back here.
yeah,
You
exactly.
can multitask. Come on, you're a champ.
Bro, the
Multitask
scene would
these
just
nuts.
collapse. The foundation of Rochester City would just collapse and cave into the core of the earth if Dan stopped working.
Just started fluttering his eyes.
Yeah.
Started batting
He's
his
like,
eyelashes at the high definition camera.
And-
Blake likes my zesty comments.
Bro.
Um,
Blake was at a loss for words there for a brief moment.
I don't even know what to say to that.
But anyway, it sounds like North Dakota was one hell of a great time. I caught y'all down at Hidden World at your Rochester show.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out White Diamond, shout out Riggs, shout out V, shout out Bird Cup. That's the first time that I saw the new light setup. That's the first time that I saw the new projector setup.
Good projector.
No, we didn't have the projector. I was
You
giving.
think-
I was just giving that to
I don't
Dabo.
remember us buying it.
We have
There was a
scanner.
No, there was a small projector in a blue box. There was a
Yeah,
there
no,
was-
that was a projector. So that was just an experiment, but I turned it on and it was extremely yellow, and I didn't
Okay.
know how to color correct it.
Gotcha,
It was
gotcha,
Dabo,
gotcha.
so I had to give it back to Dabo so he could return it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we did have 3 new lighting fixtures. We had the Gig Bar Flex, which is all these are by Chauvet DJ, so shout out Chauvet DJ, they're not sponsored. Blake spent a good chunk amount of money on that, which is fucking awesome. We got the Gig Bar Flex, we got the Obsession HP, and then we have the Intimidator Scanner 360, which is the fun light. So we were rocking those, and then finally got the cables ordered, and now we're fully DMX lighting set up, baby. I've been sitting here programming my little ass off with this DMX board. Learning.
Beautiful.
Yeah. A fun thing.
But yeah, we drove back the next morning after Jay had another fifth, bro.
Oh fuck! I didn't realize there was more North Dakota stories here. I'm fucking jumping the gun.
Yeah. We I drove back the 6 hours to Austin because that's where we all kind of met up.
Dabo woke up and said, "I'll give you $50." Okay.
Yeah. Bro, I was looking at my bank account because I'm flying out to Miami tomorrow, and I was like, this is interesting. And then
Because the number was so much higher than you were expecting it
yeah,
to
of
be.
course, Dark Gems is just doing
Well,
amazing right now.
they
guys.
canceled
Like,
his reservation on the
$1,000
hotel
donations.
like an hour after he ordered it, and I don't think they put the money back into his account right away because it was the weekend.
Yeah, that's part of it. But Dabo called us because he stayed in another room, and he was like, "Hey, I don't really feel like driving, so $50." I'm like, "Yeah, yes,
Yes, I'll do it.
yes, yeah, sure, yep."
That's all it needs to be. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Oh, bro, the gas station story. We stopped at a marathon in Grand Forks
right across from
to
Ohio.
fill up. Yeah, right before we left. And I'm just going to buy like a water bottle to get over my nausea. And I pull out a freaking Evian just for no reason. Buy a $3 Evian, no reason at all. And this dude walks in, and I was kind of in line, but I wasn't really committed to it because I was looking at the freaking Chex Mix for some reason. And this dude, he like looked at me because he was about to go to the register. I was like, no, you're good. Like, that's all you. And he was like very intense. Okay, bro, that's interesting. And he goes up to the dude at the register, and he starts talking to him like he's just like chumming it up, like he's a friend. Like he's like, "Oh, you always in here, huh?" And he's like, "No, I'm not supposed to be. It's my day off or something like that."
I
right?
got called in.
Clerks 4.
Yeah. Clerks 4.
It's the whole premise of Clerks 1.
Hello?
The whole premise of Clerks 1
Just
is
walking.
that Dante isn't
There's two
supposed to
dogs,
even be there
and
today.
they go downstairs.
And then they play hockey on the roof.
Yeah.
Shout out Kevin Smith. Shout out Clerks.
So he's like just giving him shit about him working or whatever, and I was like, okay, maybe they know each other, right? And then he starts taking to it another level. He was like, what was he talking about? He was talking about like basically calling him broke and shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck?
He
And
was
then-
pissed. So he got a phone. The clerk got a phone call from like he's supposed to be taking care of his sick father, and this dude's old as fuck. So I have to imagine his dad is like ready to be in the fucking dirt, like literally, like they're like wanting to pull the plug but they can't, type shit. So he gets a phone call and has to leave in the middle of the transaction or some bullshit or whatever. And the dude's bitching. He's like, "Come on, whatever, blah 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 blah." He finally gets to the register and he's trying to explain to him. The dude's just going off and he's in a bad mood about it. And he's like, "Are you like, do you even want to be here?" Like Blake said. And he's like, "No, I don't."
Like
I'm-
literally, bro, I do not want to be at my job at the fucking gas station.
Yeah.
Literally.
I-
Is
I-
it that hard to fucking imagine that?
I got called in. Like,
yeah.
tough shit. I'm sorry. Like, no, I do not want to be here. He's like, "Well, then just go home then." Blah, 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 blah. He's like, da 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 da. A couple things said I wasn't paying attention. And then I tuned back in and they're talking about like savings. And the clerk behind the counter is like, "I got more savings in my account than like you'll ever make your entire lifetime." And the dude lost it and starts throwing pennies at the clerk.
So, how
Dude.
many pennies?
I think
it was, like, 3 or
somebody
4.
like
Okay.
start a fight with him or something like that.
Yeah, but the dude that was getting checked out next to us was pissed off that he was acting like that, so he took his change and fucking chucked it at his back as he walked out. He was like, "Here, you can have this." And that's when he followed him and he was like, "Hey, yo, we got a problem?" Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
yeah, he started going off with this. Oh, I don't play and all this other stuff.
He's
and
being
he walks
sassy as
around the
fuck.
corner.
He also got offended that he had to ID him. He was like,
Oh,
"I'm
that was
42
funny.
fucking years old,
Yeah.
man. This is bullshit." He's like, "I have to ID everybody. What are you talking about?" Like, so then he takes his ID out and like shoves it in the clerk's face, and he fucking grabs it, and oh, dude, it was a
You guys
fucking
can
mess.
just,
It was a fucking mess. Welcome.
Seat over there. We're gonna transition in a second.
Yeah, we'll take a heat break and then we'll get you guys sat in here.
But yeah, bro, that was North Dakota. We drove all the way back here. I literally went home to get dressed, and then we went over to me and Jay Havoc went over to Chip Shots in Rochester for a show. No, you're good. You're good. We're gonna set switch. And shout out Amir, DJ Syed. He put on that show with Zay3, Jago, Johnny Sudan, Jay Martinez, and they put on too. That was a great show. So shout out all of them for putting on for Rochester. And then I literally went home and I slept for like 12 hours. Then I woke up and oh shit, I gotta go
Oh shit, Miami this week.
to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Are the mics hot right now?
The mics are hot right now.
Oh.
Yeah. We're
This
gonna.
is the least entertaining thing I've ever said. Fuck me.
Yeah. We're gonna go to a heat break in a second. We're gonna switch over to our interview portion. Fuck. Wow.
Interview potion.
In our interview potions, we're gonna spill them all over, and then we're gonna create a Darioparty and an Alter Egos and a Lex, and they're gonna, grow into actual humanoids, and then they're gonna sit at this table, and I will be off to the side for the rest of the night probably. So we're gonna go to a quick heat break. Like I said, my video for Too Dirty is out now, so go hit that play button on YouTube 1,000,000 times and then watch it. Keep your eyes open with toothpicks for hours on end.
Clockwork
And
Orange.
keep streaming it.
Share it with
We're
your
going to go to a
grandmother.
heat break now. And when we come back, we're going to have Darioparty, Alter Egos, and Altered Lex. They're going to be talking about what they have coming up next. Remember, we do have our music submission at 9 p.m. on Twitch.
I wanna black out. Damn, the captain didn't have him. Pass out. I ain't thinking with a passion. Lash out. DJ skipping all the classics. Pretty please, give me keys. I won't crash it. Woo! Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 What's the cookie over cracker? I say, you can get me one more drink, then I pay. Don't you say you're upset, baby? I can't. Please don't poison me like your CIA. Rochester is cooking, no way. I run Matty, Howry City, okay. You see, I still got the vision, obey. So we dress like we go clubbing all day. How the fuck you met me and you think that you know what I want? I got guapa, you got cute, so what you really want? I heard girlies who want Romeos and sing the run. Take a guap, you take my kids, is what I really want. What I really want. What I really want. What I really want. You take my kids, I take a guap, that's what I wanna black out. Damn, the captain didn't have him. Pass out. I ain't thinking with a passion. Lash out. DJ skipping all the classics. Pretty please, give me keys. I won't crash it. Woo! Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mama, what you running from? Out here on the run. Hey, yeah. On the run. Mama, I lost myself. Now I'm out here on the run. On the run. Mama, I lost myself. Now I'm out here on the run. On the run. 13 days since I spoke with you. You don't give a shit what I'm going through. You don't get to say that you know me too. Cause you didn't stay when I told you to. Yeah, it's funny. You thought I was here for the money. I put your kid in my tummy and still walked away with a whole lot of nothing. It's funny that you thought I could. It's funny that you thought I would. Maybe I should've. Maybe the stress would've saved me the mess if I could've. Now I'm back to back to back to back. I'm at it like an addict, like I never had it, like I'm only hearing static, like it never made a difference or even mattered. Talk your shit, I thought that we were past this. Now I'm on the loose and acting savage. I don't give a shit about your last bitch. On the up and up and she ain't tapped in. Mama, I lost myself. Now I'm out here on the run. On the run. Mama, I lost myself. Now I'm out here on the run. On the run.
Look, yeah, I always had a dream like DMT that I would be on TV. Now I'm all like, just let me be. On my own shit, HBO shit. Go with flows like ocean. Now I'm all up in a fire conversation and dragging, making paper. The paper that I'm chasing is erasing all the mistakes that I made. Everybody in the back row stand up. Say a louder so the people understand. I've been on the run since 2012. Yo, I made mistakes, but I learned from that. Did the drugs, I took turns with that. Yo, I almost watched my life burn with that. But I'm back on track like I'm NASCAR, man. And now I'm passing mans and them action crashes. Benny buckets, spent cash in baskets. I'm on red carpets like I'm a lad. For the people now that always had faith in me. My flow's too crispy like pastries. Basically, welcome to the bakery. So much heart up in my chest that it's shaking me. I've been caught up in the moment, I'm full of emotion. I've been causing all of the commotion. I'm a locomotive, killing every track that I get on. Without a motor, I think I've been chosen now to be the most explosive one. Smoke, come get it.
You're
Mama, I lost myself. Now I'm out here on the run, on the run. Mama, I lost myself. Now I'm out here on the run, on the run. Mama, I lost myself. Now I'm out here on the run, on the run. Mama, I lost myself. Now I'm out here on the run, on the run. Mama, stop running, come home now. Hey, mama, yeah. I'm
Just need to hit it right. Yeah, it's crazy like I don't even get it. Yeah. Hey, buddy, two-face now. I can't fuck with basic bitches now, but I could break like 10 bitches down. I fuck around, they still come around. Yeah, why you tryna talk to me now? 100 on the table for me now. Why they tryna talk when they been on shit? I'ma turn a L to a dub on some boss shit. You never know the real me. That's cause I tried to kill me. Thumbs up for the real ones. Smoke songs till you can't feel none. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their own dreams. The best and most beautiful things in this world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. It's during the darkest moments that we must focus to see the light on the other side. She all in my face like, ain't you exhausted with being toxic? She don't know I'm tryna balance all of the challenges that arise. She don't know every morning I arrive at the same conclusion. Ain't nobody for me, been peep the smart shit. Like why don't they support me? Tired to tear my head up like, I can't trust them, I gotta watch them. Off the drugs like, what's first? I need some substance, my head is rushing. I just need some cushion to land on when I'm tired. I pray one day we can make this work. I pray one day I can find my other half at work. I need some substance, my head is rushing. I just need some cushion to land on when I'm tired.
Welcome back to the Dark Gems Podcast, episode 17, season uno. We've got with us some brand new friends that are making their first appearance on the show. Second.
Dario's first.
Oh, Dario's very first time on the show. Very first time with a microphone in front of you is what I'm understanding. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, so go ahead, folks. Please introduce yourselves. Give us an at where people can find you, where you want them to follow you at.
First.
You're first, son. You're first.
My name's Darioparty. Y'all can call me Dario, or you can call me Party for short. You don't need to know my real name, because Dario. You can find me on every platform at Darioparty, unless you're on TikTok. Super Darioparty, but, you know, still the same thing. I like to make a lot of melodic music. Same with Alteregos over here. He makes a lot of the similar things. Branches out a lot of times. He has a lot of cool synth out pretty soon. Hopefully he talks about that tonight. I have a lot of new projects coming out as well. 2 projects this month. I also have a song dropping on Friday. He's featured on there, along with another artist that I know as well. But yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And I'm Alter Egos. You can find me on everything at FR Alter Ego Music. Or Alter Egos Music, sorry. Yeah, no, you pretty much said everything. Yeah, I'm releasing a project pretty soon. Hopefully soon. We've been making so much stuff, and I don't even know, man. We have a lot that we're working on. But yeah, we'll talk more about it tonight because we've been going back to back pretty much, doing a lot of stuff, bro. But yeah.
Altered Lex. I guess I manage these two goofs.
You got them here tonight.
Yes, I did.
They both have all 10 fingers and 2 eyeballs.
Yes.
10 out of 10 job.
Yeah, just had to make sure.
He had to count.
Yeah. Tried to get here on time, going 90.
Hey, don't worry.
away.
I was
It's
a good
fine.
15 minutes fashionably late, too. It's 2 out of 2 for me. I don't know what 7 p.m. Central Time is.
No, I don't either.
It seems like it's fucking cursed. Dan, move this shit up. 7:05, son.
Yeah, our bad. You can follow our Instagram. It's Altered Management, Altered MGMT. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Again, thank you guys so much for making the run down here. You guys are from the Hastings area? Okay, so you're not local here in the Rochester area. Where is the last place that you guys performed then, if not down in here?
It was here, actually.
It was
no,
here.
For you, it wasn't. You did downtown, right?
Yeah, we were downtown at what was the name of the venue again?
Underground Music Venue.
Underground Music Venue. Yeah, I was there. I opened up for Jay Havoc, Blake, White Boy was there, Dable Fly was there, King Lundy. A lot of people came out to show support. It was nice to see some familiar artists there. Hopefully next time you can make it to the next one. But yeah,
I missed out.
We still had a good time. We still enjoyed it.
I'll tell you what, someone was super pissed that a certain somebody wasn't there. Lex.
My bad.
Yeah, no, it was a good time.
Performance. It was a great time. Hopefully I can perform again pretty soon. I've been looking at some ads to get into the state fair, but that's a lot of other people applying for that. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah. That is true. That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, the last place we performed was the Garden here in Rochester as well.
Shout out to the Gardens.
Yeah,
where you
that was
can get
our
the
first time there.
exclusive-
It was our first time there. It was pretty sick.
It was absolutely wonderful. Last time I was there, everybody was up on the half pipe or up on the quarter pipe up there, and then there was a little transition. You guys have a hell of a lot more dexterity than me. I would have broke both ankles.
Yeah, no, that was super fun. I vlogged that whole thing. Hopefully the vlog's coming out soon. I wanted to add more to it before just adding just the performances and stuff. So I wanted to add more like adventurous shit that we'd be doing and stuff. So.
Absolutely, man. When that blog drops, where can people find that?
It'll be on YouTube at just Alter Egos with a $sign at the end. It's pretty much where all my music is too. It's the same channel that my music drops on. So, but I don't know. It'll be some time just trying to figure out balancing videos and the music and promoting and all this other stuff.
Absolutely. You let us know when it drops,
Yeah,
and
we'll
be
do.
sure to fire that the fuck up.
Thank you.
All the way,
That's
man.
gonna be sick.
All the way.
Yeah, I'm really hyped for that though.
Perfect. No, so when I first saw Alter Egos perform, it was back in November of 22 at Hidden World. You were one of the closers, maybe second to last to go on.
Yeah.
So fucking smooth. son.
Thank you.
So incredibly melodic. The lyrics were tight. I mean, I've been streaming your stuff since then. Again, I mean, I
appreciate
love
that.
being a part of this collective. Again, as Blake and White Boy know, I don't create music. It's just not my talent. More artistic and more verbal and talking shit and trying to keep it a little bit professional. Try to keep the show above water a bit. I don't know how to swim, so if we start to drown, anybody here got a life jacket? Baywatch, David Hasselhoff, Pamela Anderson. Doesn't ring a bell for anybody. Got you fucking giggling.
No budget here.
There ain't no budget here. We aren't performing.
That's funny. But yeah, that was that performance was really fun.
That was so much fun. To backtrack on that just a touch, I had checked out Blake's videos that he had online, and they were good. They were good. But man, that live performance there at Hidden World was legitimately 1,000 times more energy. And I told him the next day, I'm like, man, that's what has to be out in the public's eye. The videos you're doing are fun and they're captivating and they are enjoyable. They're not bad. I'm not trying to shit on them at all. But the energy that was there for a packed record shop, fuck me running. That was insane. And I was so stoked to be a little fly on the wall. And then, days later, weeks later, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And then months later, hey, man, how about you come sit down here and now come host this? Well, yeah. I mean, how on earth do you pass up that opportunity?
Yeah, literally. I wouldn't pass up that opportunity.
No, absolutely not.
Well, just like when you invited us to come out to Hidden World, I was like, I'm always nervous before I perform, and I got there. And I was like hanging out at first, and I was definitely like nervous still. I wasn't talking much, and I don't know who it was that brought out alcohol.
Everyone,
me,
yeah,
me. I.
What you got to know is every time we get Hidden World, this is how. So every time we book Hidden World, right? We go to V and we're like, hey, we want Hidden World for this date, and then he's like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna even have the store open like by the time you do that show, because he's been telling us for the past year that it's gonna close, and it just never closes. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, yeah, it'll be this date, it'll be these artists at this time. He's like, okay, cool. And then the only payment you got to get him is just like 3 cases of like some bullshit craft beer you've never heard of before.
It's very fair. The more funky the labels, the better. I'm sure that man has a small collection somewhere of funky ass artwork, and if it's on a fucking 16-ounce can of adult beverage, all the better. All the better.
Somehow that's not surprising.
Not at all. Just wash out your cans, guys. The artwork is amazing, but wash out your cans. You don't want your house smelling like fucking stale craft beer. Come on. Ain't no good. Nobody wants that.
That low-key gave me the chills.
Everybody's like, I'm going to gig in here a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So I posed some very similar questions to Blake and Jay Havoc a handful of weeks back. So when I was here, we'll just kind of go down the row here. What is it that took you from someone that listens to music and turned you into someone that's like, man, I think I can do that. Now I know I can do it. And then you went and started doing it. What was that transition like for you?
Yeah, I was like, you go first. It's kind of crazy. That's a good question. That's really good, actually.
It's like we got like 2 stories behind that. It's like when
we got
first
time.
made music together, and then we also have like when we started taking that shit serious,
2 different eras for sure.
I feel like, let's see, I guess I'll explain. I was kind of just doing music as a hobby for like a long time, and then I eventually linked up with JJ. Funny thing, we actually met over Fortnite.
Nice.
We met over Fortnite, and then we're like, oh, you live in the same state as me? Like, what?
Yeah.
Here's the important question. Were you guys playing against each other or on the same team?
On the same team.
Oh,
on the same team.
That's cute.
Right?
But we eventually hung out a couple times, and then we're like, oh, I make music, and he was dabbling around in music too, and then we eventually made a song. I was working on a garage band at the time, so our very first few songs were a little rough, how it goes. Like, you gotta do your 10,000 hours to become a master.
Absolutely.
And then I think the turning point for me making music was back like 2 years ago in February. I was going through a really rough breakup.
Okay.
And I was just talking to other people, exploring my options, and things weren't never going my way. And then I think the first song that I made that changed things for me was Lonely. Like, the night I made that song, I sent it to everyone I know, and they're like, hey, yo, like, this is really good. And in my mind, I'm like, damn, all my other shit was trash. But like, I took it with a grain of salt, but now I was like, okay, if people actually like the song, and then like, I think I was freaking out. I sent it to everyone else. So I was like, yo, this is actually good. I think I might take this serious. And then ever since then, the rest is history. I just been putting in the time and effort and collaborating with alter egos a lot, and the rest is history. Here I am now.
Oh, son, that's beautiful. So one more time for the fans out there that maybe weren't paying enough attention, what was that single that you dropped that
It's still currently one of my favorite songs. It's called Lonely. You can find it on all platforms, but to kind of like explain the song, it's basically like you're by yourself, cruising through the cities late at night type vibe, you know, just by yourself, thoughts racing through your mind as you're racing through the streets of the city.
Hey, I think that's something that everybody can relate to on some level at some point in their life, whether it's right now today or whether it's reminiscing about your past or whether it's, you know, hoping that your kids don't experience that or whatever that feeling may be. That's kind of a universal tone, so I'm glad that that's the theme that you jumped on and then built a foundation off of. And dude, congratulations, though. That's kind of the thing that snapped it up for you, and you can build a solid, consistent foundation off of that, because it seems to me like there's plenty of individuals that want to express themselves but are trying to almost human algorithm it, right? They're trying to figure out, like, what is the color, what is the sound, what is the time, what are the variables that are going to get the most clicks and the most likes and the most this and the most that. But that's not a sustainable fuel to burn creatively. That doesn't seem like it's something that I would want to really do. That doesn't seem like what you guys would really want to do. It seems like what you're creating is genuine and comes from the heart, whether it's positive or negative or emotional or brutally honest or funny as fuck. It just seems to me like what you see, what you hear is what you get in real life, on stage, off the stage, and everywhere in between. I mean, am I talking out of school, or does that sound about right?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Like, everything that I make, I try to make it come from the heart. I spend a lot of time on my music to the point where I'm just like, if I don't feel comfortable about something, even if everyone else in the room loves it, but if I don't love it, I won't release the song. That's just who I am. Like, if I don't like it that to the point where I want to share it with other people, I'm not going to release it. But I spend a lot of time, most of my days, like, writing or trying to freestyle. Like, I think 2 weeks ago, or was it 2 weeks ago, I like freestyled to like the song that's coming out this Friday. I freestyled for like an hour straight before I was like, all right, this is the one that's gonna be on the song. Like, I spend a lot of time on everything, so I make sure like it's gonna come from the heart and make sure it's real and authentic. Like, it's cool to be trendy, but I feel like trends don't last, you know, unless you're
not.
Drake.
Bro,
even if you're Drake, trends ain't gonna.
J. Cole said it best. 1985, I arrived. You know, 5 years, them riding trends. You know, everyone's gonna grow up, and all that shit that you did. You know, they're not gonna follow that shit anymore.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
You can't be talking about popping Zans or going to house parties and shit. Like, when you're an adult, you don't go to house parties. We go out to fancy ass dinners and get lit.
Yeah, literally. That's exactly how it goes.
When I'm an adult, I hang out in Dan's basement and host a podcast.
Bro, that's what we do. Like, we do weird shit. We do
weird shit.
We just sit in our room all day and make music.
West.
For real. Before we continue on, I just want to apologize. We had a casualty with the mixer, so we're down a couple inputs on it. So that's why we only have one microphone for the three of you. So yeah,
no worries.
Apologize.
Tell them why.
They were Blake and Jay Havoc were performing their remix of Saturnine from Dill, and they got a little into the crowd. And we don't have wireless mics. I turned away.
We don't have wireless mics.
I turned away and addressed my wife, and I was like talking to her for like a second, and then I turned back, and Dave was like, oh fuck.
I swear to God, officer, I only turned around for a second, and then the mic was busted.
That was after Blake killed the first mic by dumping water all over it.
Oh my god.
Look,
Sir. Sir.
bro, listen. What's crazy is, like, before I went out for my set, I'm like, dude, I love to take a water bottle and just empty that shit somewhere. On the crowd, on me.
On the mic.
Water is good. Listen, Lex. I was trying to dump it on my head. And in my head, before I went on stage, I was like, I'm going to dump it on my head. I'll like hold the mic off to the side. That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
He didn't take his head off the center line.
Instructions unclear.
Oh my god.
So yeah, my apologies if the audio is like shifty. We're trying. We're trying our best.
We'll just like.
What is the chat saying
Boom.
right now about the audio? Does anybody have
No,
any?
Dabo last time was being an old man because Zay, he didn't have a microphone, but he was sitting way in the back and he kept cutting in and out because of the noise gate. And he's like, I couldn't like understand what was going on. Kept cutting in and out. Like, that's okay, whatever.
Yeah,
we're cool,
we'll
but we're
just, like,
vibing.
Boom, transition.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, to continue on what you were talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just like what he said, we were playing Fortnite, and I found out he made music, and I was making music on Audacity.
Okay.
I had no intentions of learning how to mix or how like everything worked. I didn't have any like. I was a kid. I didn't have any motivation to even look it up on YouTube or anything. When I did, it was all like weird stuff that I didn't understand, didn't have the time to understand. So I made music with like all raw vocals, just sitting over the beat. Like you can tell, or like a verse is way louder than the hook. It sounds very very different. And but no, it happened. Last year, I first made a song called Joint Symphony. I made it on my iPad on GarageBand, and when I heard it, it was, I don't know what happened. I was just like, holy shit, I could do this. And like we had a friend over, shout out Matt. He like came over and was just chilling, laying on my bed. I think he was like gaming on his phone or something. I was like, bro, I need to show you this song. And I played it, and he didn't even know it was me at first. He was just like, bro. And once he found out it was me, he was like, this sounds like an actual song.
I got you.
Teamwork. Appreciate it. But I was like, this sounds like an actual song. And at that point, I was just like, all right, well, I think I can do this stuff. And then I made a couple more songs after that on my iPad, still on GarageBand, just using the mic that I bought when I first started music, doing my raw vocals. And I was like, I kind of want to take it a step up. I want to learn how to mix and also how to make beats. And the only way I could make beats at the time that I knew was FL Studios.
Okay.
And I downloaded it for free, and I was like, now I want to record a song. And I was like, oh shit, I can't record a song. It's not. I think you can like record, but you can't save or something. I don't remember what it was.
You can't save and you can't.
Yeah. So it's like, it's very, very limited to what I wanted to do. And then out of nowhere, I said I was gonna buy FL Studios eventually after I learned how to use it. I'm pretty sure the same night I bought it, I did not care. Like when I was like motivated, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make music.
That's fantastic.
And then proceeded to stay up for the next hours learning.
Yeah, pretty much. I like just sat there I was on YouTube every single day. Like I would wake up 5 a.m. I'm at the computer learning how to mix or whatever it may be that I was learning that day. I'd write it all down and I would like copy it, and then like I eventually started to find out what worked for me. So like there'd be people that teach you how to mix on YouTube, and then you do the mix their way, and then you don't sound the same that you want to sound like. So I was like, all right, I need to start tweaking with stuff. And I started learning how to like mix within the applications and stuff. So like learn how to mix with the reverb and learn how to mix with this and that, like very specific things. I got really like specific at one point. And you know, now I'm very comfortable. Like he will come over and we'll make a song. We'll make 2 songs in like a couple hours without even trying. We'll be like, all right, this is fire.
And I could be totally wrong, but the last time that I was here, I think for the 9 o'clock showcase that we were doing, didn't you guys drop something that same night? Was that
it was probably, yeah. I think we made a song that same
correct.
night. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that is not the first time I've done it. I've done it a couple times where I've made a song while the podcast is sitting in the background behind me. Like
y'all never believe it when demos are unmixed or whatever, because you're like, they just, you're gonna be judged too hard, whatever. But they really are demos because they've been made for 5-10 minutes, and they're like, submit it.
Yeah.
Get it out there.
Yeah, show them.
Let them see it. Let them see it.
Yep, every time.
Yeah, no, that's just, I don't know. That's kind of how we've evolved. I would say, yeah, we were literally talking about that on the way here. We've definitely like gone up from what we were before. Not even just lyrically, but like the stuff that we've learned and like the way we make music. Like everything just has changed. And like I only started taking it serious last year, so I would say in a year I've learned a shit ton.
Absolutely, and it's not. From my own experience, again, not making music. For me, it's creating 2D art. Right. I came from a graphic design background before I ever met Blake in a retail environment there. And as a little kid, right, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, they throw coloring books at you. You got Crayola markers, you got crayons, you're tracing your fingers and drawing turkeys and whatnot. Yeah. You're watching Disney films, and maybe at the end of that Disney film, it shows some, talented gentleman flipping pages, and you're sitting there looking at different frames. As a kid, you don't know what that is, right? As an uninitiated music creator, you may not know what all this terminology is, but you're like, I like that sound, and that's what inspires me, and I want to break that down. But that sounds like exactly what the two of you did. You took what was available to you, whether it was GarageBand or any other software out there. Holy shit. Fucking ghosts are haunting this basement. It's not the bass at all. It's not at all. Dan, it's a ghost.
Dan, you got a bottle opener? Oh, yeah. You're good, bro.
God, Mom, stop haunting me. That's not fair.
Did you even try?
Is that a lighter that you threw?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Son, that makes fire. What are you throwing it for?
Do you?
You guys are fucking Jesus Christ.
Sorry, teach me.
Teach him. Help me, Daddy.
All right, here's a lesson.
Wait, get it on camera.
Okay, yeah.
What are you doing?
Holy shit.
Come here.
So you take the finger, leverage.
Label
Okay.
through the foil and everything. World's strongest man. When
Dude,
are you gonna try out for American Ninja Warrior with thumb strength like that, son?
I can't do that. I got soft hands.
He's got soft hands, a super soft voice.
Yeah, I can't do that.
That was
Where can folks hear that super soft voice?
On all streaming platforms.
And speaking of hearing your super soft voice, you have until 9 p.m. Central Time to submit your music on Twitch. Blake, where is it exactly that you want folks submitting things? The whole time on Twitch. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, Lex, Oh, it's a whole new ecosystem, brand new. Get in on the ground floor. Be the first. And again, no kidding at all. Whoever has the best song next week voted on by the fans, throw me your Cash App, $20.
Yeah.
Out of my pocket, coming straight to you.
It's a whole lot easier.
Post right now. Start making it right now.
So from personal experience with using like live stream platforms as a way to get, feedback as a basement gremlin.
I like it. That's the next t-shirt.
So, trying to find feedback live streams on YouTube are really, really, really fucking hard. Like, you can't just type in music feedback on YouTube because every account that does the 24-hour lo-fi beats or instrumentals, they have that in their tag as well, and they're the first thing that pops up. They're they've had the most uptime, they've got the most viewers, this and that, so it's impossible. On Twitch, on the other hand, though, you type in feedback, and it goes, oh, here are the channels that stream with feedback on their title. Do the same thing with music feedback. Oh, there's this, or reactions, same thing. So it's like 2 clicks away. Kyle Beats. 2 clicks and it's perfect.
2 clicks and it's perfect. That's wonderful.
But yeah, Twitch is the move for the
Twitch
feedback, baby.
Absolutely the feedback move. So, Lex, what is a day in the life of management for these two look like for you? I mean, are we talking like it's a little bit of everything? Like you make sure their mac and cheese is made up for them? And
Oh, no.
like,
No.
Are we just made like what is a day in the life of management?
Honestly, that's why I use the term manager very loosely.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's not like I'm booking them shows or like I don't know what I'm doing, quite frankly.
Fair enough.
I I take their pictures when they're performing. I do videography when they're performing. I do the promotions and stuff on Instagram. I'll make flyers. You know, I do a lot of that stuff.
Take hella photos.
I do take a lot of photos.
Where can people find these photos?
Altered.mgmt.
That's wonderful. So you're wearing a lot of different hats to make sure that what these boys are out there making, putting their heart and soul into, can be enjoyed by the public.
Yeah,
and be found.
I'm the one that will yell at them about, I like this song, put it out. I'm telling you right now, you need to put this song out.
Because it sounds like somebody wants to go spend 4 hours freestyling and making sure that this is, quote, absolutely perfect, and there's no such thing.
These guys they will have the mic set up in our living room, and we're all standing around the kitchen island. It could be 8 hours sometimes. And I'm like, can y'all focus on one thing? Maybe? Like, for a second? And, like, they're so everywhere that they want to create everything all at once.
By the way, guys, that's a super awesome movie if you haven't seen that either. Everything Everywhere all at once.
Oh, no. But, yeah, normally it's because there's alcohol involved and they got ADHD. They just...
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, I'm usually just there to capture everything on camera.
No. It sounds like you're so much more than that. It sounds like you're the one steering the ship and keeping it between the rocks and going, guys, there's a waterfall right there.
Yeah.
And John doesn't know how to fucking swim.
Help him out, yo.
No, that sounds fantastic. It sounds like you guys are an excellent pairing. And again, I've listened to what you guys have been making now for months, and it's amazing. I enjoy it. I sincerely, it's not like, oh, John, you're going to come meet these guys and have a sit-down podcast with them. Well, fuck, let me stream them right now while I'm, on my lunch break. No, I've been listening to what you guys have been doing for quite a while. And again, silky smooth, so much fun, so engaging, very accessible. I don't say that lightly, because there's a lot of stuff out there that just isn't engaging and it's not smooth. And those are the kind of people that should spend 4 hours trying to tweak this and tweak that and then learn from it and have a roadmap for the next thing that they do. And it seems like you guys have drawn that map and now you kind of have a foundation of this is what works for us, this is what doesn't, this is why it doesn't, this is what works, this is why it works.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I've been telling them that we need to start live streaming more when they have these sessions because the shit they come up with is ridiculous. We're just laughing for hours, and then all of a sudden they press play and it's a whole song just perfected, damn near. And it's like, y'all have just been messing around. What happened? How did we get here? But I don't know. It's like organized chaos, I guess.
Sometimes it's not about the destination. The journey's a little bit more fun, and you wish there were some other people to view that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
pretty
super solid.
Sometimes.
That's super solid. So that's how you guys got to where you are now. Who is it that inspires you, or who is it in an established realm that you guys take some enjoyment from yourselves? Like, who is it that if you're like, man, if I could only listen to one album, one artist, one song, is that something that you guys have, or is it more like, we listen to a little bit of everything, or is there like that one genre, that one artist, that one song that like really does it for you?
Holy shit!
I feel like
It sounds like he's been.
Yeah, I was just about to say
waiting
that.
for somebody to ask him this question.
So there's an artist called John Bellion. When I first heard his music, it was literally being used in FaZe Clan's montage videos. And like I looked up John Bellion at the time. I was like, I don't even know how old I was. I was definitely young, but I looked up his music, and I think he only had a couple thousand followers on YouTube, and like 2 music videos, and the rest were just like audio. And I've been listening to him since then, pretty much. Like I heard a song called "Life" by him, and holy shit. And that's, if I had to listen to one person, that's the only person I can listen to, that'd be the person I listen to. She took me to my first concert, and it was his concert. Holy shit. Yeah, yeah, that changed my life. And like that's another thing that made me want to make music. 'Cause Joint Symphony kind of gave me that type of vibe, you know? Gave me like a Weekend, John Bellion type of vibe with like all the melodic voices he uses and stuff. And yeah, he's definitely like the top artist for me. Even to this day, I think like every year on Spotify's like Wrapped, he's on there in at least the top 10. Yeah,
fantastic.
Another one is definitely.
Yeah, and Logic. Yeah, Logic is another one. Yeah, which she also took me to for a concert. But yeah, Logic and John Bellion, they were definitely big inspirations to me. Just like seeing what they did and like their beginnings and stuff. I was like, dude, if they can do it, I can definitely do it too. I'm not saying I can do it better, but I can definitely do it.
I can definitely tread the path that they've walked as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, pull it out and slap them with it and be like, I'm so much better. But like, thank you for laying down some groundwork. Thank you for laying down some guides. Thank you for laying down the paint on the road so I know how to keep it between the lines.
Yeah. So like I tend to use my voice like a lot in my music, where I'm like, either it's where I'm doing melodic stuff or like the ad libs or whatever it may be. And that was one thing that like John Bellion did best, was every single song he would use his own voice even in the beat. Like he'd be making weird sounds and everything. He'd be like, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is hard. And then like I was like, oh, I realized I could pretty much do that too. I was like, when I first started making music, I wasn't doing that. I was just, yeah. I was trying to be like him and stuff, but yeah, eventually I found out that I was like, I could use my voice in the beats and stuff. I just gotta add more layers and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Oh man. Let's see. I think for me, like my biggest inspiration to this day, it's always been Drake. I just really relate to all the this deeper, more emotional music, like stuff that comes from the heart. You can hear that a lot in my own music as well, but I also draw inspiration from Pop Smoke. Like, I do like a little impression. I don't know if y'all would like it or not, but like, I can switch it up, Baby. Huh? Bah. Bah. Like.
I think you need to do the rest of this podcast in that voice.
Just that voice? Yeah. Maybe
son. Just doing that voice. You know what we're saying?
What? Like, but yeah, like Drake, Pop Smoke, two of my biggest inspirations. I've been really fond of their music. I was like, I can't even. I have Take Care, which is my favorite album by Drake, actually tatted on my arm right here. Favorite album by Drake. All his new stuff is great, but I don't think he's ever gonna top Take Care. That's my I don't know. It just hits heavy in my heart. Like every time I listen to it, I'm like, man, I should call her. Not I'm joking, but like,
that's the album that you could play through on repeat,
no
months
skips,
on end,
like,
and just let it go, huh?
Yeah, just fantastic to me. But I just really like their music, and rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Like. You need help?
Trying to take the fucking bass from this microphone.
Literally. What is happening?
Oh man,
this is how we do it on the.
But and then I also gotta say, JJ Alteregos is also one of my inspirations. Like before I think he's a better mixer than me, better mastering engineer too. Like, he's always pushed me to like clean up my mixes and my recording process, make it better. I feel like I really feed off of his energy a lot whenever we're making music together, and it really helps me a lot. It pushes me to the next level. Like he'll send me a crazy ass song, and I'm like, oh damn, can I hop on that too? But I need some time. I gotta make sure it's like up there with you. Like I don't want to give you no weak verse. Like if I'll give you a weak verse, take me off. Don't put me on there. But,
No, I feel you. Iron sharpens iron, right? Yeah. Like you don't get better sparring with somebody worse off than you, and you don't get better and more inspired by listening to people that are timid and scared and unsure of and just trying to do nothing, but they kind of want to, and they're maybe dipping their toe in, but they're not willing to like put themselves out there, even in their kitchen on their own kitchen island, right? There's something different performing for 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000, millions of people, right? I can empathize with that kind of fear and panic and like this better be the thing, but come on, the barrier to entry for anything creative is now free on that phone, on that laptop, on that computer, on that phone, at your public library, literally anywhere. And you're not gonna be perfect day one. That doesn't make any sense. But if you want to try. What's the worst case scenario? That it doesn't feel as good as you thought it was going to feel, so then you at least can look back in a week, a month, a year, a decade from now and go, yeah, I tried that and it just wasn't for me, and I'll be a fan, but I'm not going to be somebody that creates. Or you drop a song that comes from the heart, you drop a song that you're like, man, I only put this out a year ago, but I've been learning and I've been studying, and I did 36 straight hours of binge work with this software, and I kept my wife up, and she was kind of worried about me, but she made sure I had plenty of Mountain Dew. Like,
At the time, it was G Fuel.
Oh, shout out G Fuel.
That was a thing for a minute.
He went through a phase.
I should go back to that.
Need the sponsor.
I only say that because like at that time I was definitely, I don't know if it's that I've gotten like comfortable with making music or what it is, but at that time all I could think about was making music. Like, I would get home, I would be on my computer for hours learning shit. Like I don't think I recorded a song until like I finally was like starting to get the mixes stuff down. I was just like watching YouTube videos and like trying to follow along.
Yes.
And I don't even put like other people's songs and their like voices and stuff just to like make sure I can do what they're teaching me stuff.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and then like I don't know, I was like very hyper focused. Like I was trying to do so many things. I was performing, I'm posting every single day, multiple times a day on all platforms. Like now I'm more laid back, which I know I shouldn't be. I should be posting all the fucking time, but
maybe it depends on what the algorithm gods want.
Yeah, that's
sacrifice
true.
a goat and a chicken, maybe a little bit of tofu. You don't know what the algorithm gods' diets are.
Oh, God, TikTok algorithm is the worst.
TikTok hates me.
It hates anything that has to do with like promoting music.
If anybody in the chat has the hack for the TikTok algorithm, share it up.
Let us know.
Let them know.
Seriously.
Yeah, for me, honestly, I don't know what it was. I was making funny TikToks at first, and I started promoting my music, and then that's when I realized like they don't really care for it. Not the people, but like TikTok just doesn't push it. I know. Yeah, exactly. So, soon here, I'm trying to like figure out some funny shit to do, but I want to go back to making some funny TikToks and stuff. Yeah, because I used to just do like the weirdest stuff on TikTok, the weirdest stuff.
Digital footprint.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, but yeah, TikTok is not music friendly still. I feel like you can't like promote your own shit because they don't care unless it's promoting them, you know?
Right.
Oh no, you can definitely promote it. You just gotta pay like a fuckload of money.
Yeah.
To get like a good range of reach on a promoted video, you need to spend like $400 or $500 a day, and that's your budget.
I want to rob a bank
for like a 7-day run. To do a 7-day run for $500 a day, that's stupid. Absolutely stupid. But yeah, 30 minutes. We're gonna be moving over to Twitch. Pay attention. We're going to be doing the feedback over there from now on. We're going to try to keep the YouTube squeaky clean with podcasty stuff. We don't care about your music over here.
Squeaky
Well, we do,
clean
but not like that.
Podcasty stuff.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Make it your bio right now. We're going to bully you into making it into your bio. We love you.
Get him.
So I've been to several live events here in the Rochester area. Again, shout out V Hidden World. Tree Dome was another spot that I saw Blake perform with Jay Havoc and a handful of other folks. Where is it that you guys call like a home base? Are there any spots in the Hastings area?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No, Hastings is like there's no opportunity there. There's nothing going on in Hastings. I feel like that's why we've kind of just weaseled our way into the 507 and you know.
Oh, we're happy to have you.
We're
please.
Adopted here. So yeah, it's really hard because like the cities they're not always like welcoming. It depends. But Rochester always treated us well, so we stick around here.
That's phenomenal. No, Blake is hard at work developing the red light district, the Rochester Entertainment District. If you folks could wave a magic wand, rub the genie's lamp, and have the ideal setup for artists and performers, what would that look like for you? What would benefit you if money and time and other variables just weren't a constraint? If you could wake up tomorrow and just list your top 10 of this is what I need to be at my best consistently and make a living wage doing what I love to do to take care of myself and my family and not have to be concerned about rent, meals, gas, etc., etc. What would that look like for you guys?
Well, I know we've talked about it would be like the ultimate dream is to make Altered Entertainment like kind of what Dark Gems is doing, like be a promotions, do studio time, like mix master engineering, all that stuff, offer photography, videography. We want to be like an all-in-one. And so Dark Gems helped us out a lot with that too.
Also,
but mostly motivation and inspiration for sure. Anytime these guys are having any sort of like they're in a rut, it just takes hanging out with these guys to get them back on track every single time.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
It's every time. So I guarantee right after this they're gonna be productive. This coming month or whatever, this is gonna get them back on track. But they're like, maybe we aren't so bad, and then they keep going. But yeah, we've talked about like having a studio where everyone can be accepted and just boosting each other up. That would be ultimate goal.
Absolutely. A rising tide lifts all ships.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So an all-inclusive one-stop shop for creatives.
Yep.
A spot where you folks can come in, leave the home life at home, whatever, good, bad, and otherwise, come in and sit down for an hour or 25 hours out of the day, lay it down, leave it there, and then go and enjoy your life.
Pretty much.
That sounds beautiful. That sounds like very much what the RED should be and can be. And if I have anything to say about it, fucking will be. Fucking will be.
We have anything to say about it? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I kind of took over.
No, that was totally fine. Yeah, pretty much everything she said, and I don't know. Another thing I would do if money was out of the question, like you said, like you didn't have to worry about money or anything or budget. I would love to be able to host like a music festival every year.
Okay.
Like once a year, something big where we have a bunch of artists come out, and instead of it being like all these top artists that everybody already listens to and knows, it's all of these. We bring in new artists every year, and like obviously there's gonna be some people that they know and stuff, but it's gonna be like, I want it to be like a festival where it goes out the entire weekend and people are coming, there's vendors and all this other stuff, but instead of it being big artists like Rolling Loud or Coachella, it's all of us, it's all the people that we know and people that are coming up, other upcoming artists and stuff like that, because it's something new. You don't see that every day, you know.
Absolutely not. No, there's open mic nights. There are openers. There are showcases. And earlier this year, summertime, and Blake, do me a favor, jump in on this, answer this one here. Wasn't there a multi-spot festival set up in the area? Tree Dome had a spot. There was a spot in Pine Island. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yep.
Sure. Okay, I'm talking about Frequency One. It would be a little something like that, but more consolidated and under one banner than allowing other dark gems, altered management, etc., to all get an equal piece of that pie, an equal piece of that exposure, and not like, an experience with a certain promotional group here. If you're curious about what it is that I'm trying to allude to here, check back some previous episodes of the Dark Gems podcast. Dark Gems episode. This is number 17. Yeah. So go backwards from 17, 16, 15, 14. You all know how to count.
Watch
if
all
you
of them.
don't, fucking watch some Sesame Street. Elmo's your friend.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much like the idea. And I've had that idea for a long time. Obviously, money is a thing. So, but if money was out of the question, that's definitely something I would be looking into immediately. Because I don't know, it sounds crazy to do, And I feel like it would be a lot of fun. And I'd want there to be food, vendors, like a shit ton of people. Like I wanted it to look like the fucking state fair, but it's us making music and playing music and
A
stuff.
little bit of State Fair vibes, a little bit of Burning Man vibes, a little bit of Coachella vibes, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All love, all fun, all the time. Everybody supporting everybody. And if that's not what you're down for, get the fuck out. I don't even want your money. I don't want you to follow us. I don't want you to follow any. Don't submit any music. Don't subscribe to the podcast. Don't tell your grandma about us. Back to work for me. Like, show up. Shifts 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. It's terrible, but.
I guess it's my turn. Y'all already said everything. Yo. I don't even know what else to say. But I feel like if money wasn't an issue, like they said, we would really like to start our own LLC so we can, get some of these costs down and get these costs back in our taxes, for buying beats and studio time, tax
doing
purposes.
it for the tax break. Hey,
like,
everybody else is too. And if you're not,
gotta get like them. These business expenses, they're gonna happen if you're an independent artist without a multi-billion-dollar label backing you. Like you got to go to work every day and grind hard, but invest your money into your music. It's gonna be an investment. If it's not an investment for you, I don't think it's gonna work out. Because being an independent artist, you got to be your own manager, social media manager. You got to figure out your budgets for beats, everything, this, and that, booking shows. So I'm really grateful for Altered Lex helping us out with that too. But yeah, it'd be really nice to start a studio, like photography studio, music studio, finally get the record label off the ground, just having a really safe space for everyone to come and work together and collaborate there. I feel like it'd be really, really unique and really cool to have something like that in the cities, and then eventually branch out to other areas so we can give every artist give them a voice. I feel like everyone can make music. In my opinion, everyone can make music, even if people don't like it. As long as you love it, we'll be there to help you out and give you a voice, the voice that you want to achieve. Like if someone comes to me like, "Oh, I want to sound like Pop Smoke," I'm like, all right, okay, that's cool. If that's what you want to do, I can give you that. I can give you like a whole bunch of different types of like genres that can help you out. 'Cause I feel like I have a really good ear for music. He does too. So does Lexi. Like even when I was listening to Travis Scott's new album, I was like, before I even know who like any of the producers or anyone, I was like, this sounds like very Kanye influenced. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, Kanye had a huge input on this album that you made, So I was just like, okay, that's pretty cool. But I I really like to give everyone else a voice that has an interest in music and help them out.
Oh, that's beautiful. Again, artists helping artists, creatives helping creatives, not looking to, Don King this, like, back in the day, trying to, scrape 60% off of Tyson, right? I mean, that man's out there throwing down, and this man's out there just quote unquote promoting, and there's not an awful lot of promotion from back in the day. Like, what was it that we're getting into here? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Surprise guest.
A surprise guest. Can you take a guess at who it is? It's the one, the only. Mr. J Havoc. Everyone.
Say hi. Oh shoot. That's how I say hi by wrecking the set. Hi, my name is Jay Havoc, and I have a great beard.
Jay Havoc, the greatest beard on this side of the table. There's a line, and on this side of it, he's got the greatest beard.
That's fair.
That's very fair.
Mine don't connect.
I was gonna say all the girls got a really solid beard, but
Nah, yours just lined up better.
Fair. I still gotta shave anyway.
You and me both. Neck beard going on. My apologies.
I gotta push my shit back in.
I can't relate either.
I lose.
Oh, guys, I lose.
Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, you have less than 20 minutes to submit your beats, to submit your songs, your acapellas, your poetry, whatever it may be, to the Twitch stream. Only on the Twitch stream. No more on the YouTube stream. Only on the Twitch stream. Less than 20 minutes. 9 p.m. Central Time is when it's going down.
Went down for real.
So, Jay, the last question that I pose to these folks, if you want to jump in on this, if money and other variables were not an object at all, the RED, the Rochester Entertainment District, what would that ideally look like for you?
I see.
Well, you see, what it would look like for me is, it's quite simple, really. It would look like paradise. The RED, to me, let me see. So, oh yes, I have a wallet in my pocket, and it's all live. So the RED would be fantastic in that I can see venues, and not just venues, ladies and gentlemen. I see restaurants, nice restaurants, bringing culture into the city that also exhibit different elements of culture like jazz, reggaeton, merengue, bringing that in to combine with your culinary interests. Then next door, you might have an actual venue that is devoted to music and maybe some alcohol. And it has We'll get there. Oh, we'll get maybe. I don't know. Nah,
we're getting there.
I'm a little bit more focused on what I see it as, what I could with unlimited funds and everything, and in a realistic world that we actually are seeing happening, that is still shooting for the clouds. I foresee us being able to bring in other things besides just music things. You know, other cities have things like roller rinks, you know? Other cities that are this size or larger have, or sometimes even smaller, really, have things like, Chip Shots is cool because you can go in and you can interact with, like, all of the things going on. There's sports and all that stuff that you can do during any time of the year. But besides that, we got to have places where you can do some outdoor activities. I love the idea, there's also, now we got a Smash room in town where it's like you can smash stuff, which I think is cool. And I want to expand on that. I actually like the idea of, you've heard of escape rooms, right?
Absolutely.
And you've heard of the Smash rooms.
Yes.
So what if we combined these two and created an escape room that you just smash your fucking way out of? Exactly. You are so upset and you're so built up and pent up inside that you literally can break yourself out of your box of emotion. You can break through drywall. It's like remodeling and all that stuff combined, because people break down buildings and stuff all the time. Anybody can put up some drywall. Okay, so, but just ideas, like not even necessarily just that, but like just different ideas for like things that people want to come out to. Can Wonderland, shout out to the last venue on the Only Way Out tour, is a pretty spectacular example of this, because you have this place that's kind of in the boonies. It's in the warehouse district in St. Paul, and you look at the front of the building and it's pretty unassuming. You see on one side of it, you see this like bar, right? And that's in the front, and that's kind of all you see. And the rest of the building just kind of looks like a warehouse from the outside. But you see there's a door, and I think they might have changed it, but it basically has a sign that says secret entrance, and it aims at the door. And you're like, whoa, this is secret entrance. This place must be real legit. So I open the door, I walk through, and you go down that hallway. And keep in mind, there's also a donut vending machine in there, which I don't necessarily think that you should have, but it's a cool idea. Donut vending machines, we need to revolutionize them. You can make them healthier, but also, some days you got a cheat day and you get that. But anyway, you go down the stairs and you get to the point where you see this big opening, and bam, you get the logo, Can Wonderland, and big bright LED lights. You look through this place, holy shit. There is a whole old school arcade. There's a merch place over here. You go over to the right. The craziest mini golf that you're going to see in your life. Every single hole is designed by an artist to be their dream hole. So it's just crazy. Pause. Okay, listen. Their dream golf hole. Y'all dirty sons of bitches. Gosh, these people are worried about their holes. I'm worried about entertaining the masses, not with holes, with golf holes. Damn. So yeah, you go there and there's all these crazy shit, how do I say this? There's crazy obstacles. There we go. That you do on your goal to win the game. To drop in that and get in the hole. Like for example, they literally have one of them that is like you start off by queuing up the golf ball like on a pool table, and you cue it and you hit it and it goes through a hole. Damn. And it goes to another pool table that's smaller and lower down, and then it goes to another one that you stand up on, and then you put the ball in, like standing on a pool table. Like, that's wild, but somebody came up with that idea, and it's a venue. So y'all, if you're around St. Paul, around Rochester, come up and see us September 9th, wink, wink. But basically, it's just cool because it's like a crazy idea that we're not just copying someplace. Like Dave & Buster's is cool, I would like that, but I would like some place where people are expanding their horizons and they have ideas and dreams and ambitions and stuff like that is really cool to me. That's what you see in bigger cities. You see all these, like, there's a bunch of generic places, but people had to get creative too. So if we're going to grow as a city, they need to have identity. So I'd see places like, I see roller rink, I see venues, I see, like, I know somebody, I won't drop the name because I feel like, that's confidential business-wise, but there's a local business owner in town that I've been talking to that makes some great food also, and happens to be black, so you can kind of like deduce that based on how many of those there are in Rochester. But he is looking at opening up a jazz club in town, but he needs to find the right location. And it's not just jazz, but it's also like hip hop and stuff like that. Think about a venue that you could go and play at, and it's a regular venue. So yes, keeping that in mind, he could have a location possibly in the RED. And we could have like something like that where it's like you go down and like you can bring the Mayo types down there to the jazz club. You can bring people, you can go down here and do some crazy stuff and fun stuff, and imagine how much money that would also bring to the economy. So it's not just about having a big wild idea just for the sake of having a big wild idea. It's having one that makes sense. And it's something that people have been asking for in a way for a long time, because people have been asking for, there's nothing to do. There is some stuff to do, but like there could be a lot more. So I feel it. But yes, to put it simply, lots of cool shit.
Holes.
Cool holes. That was a good movie.
Shout out Shia LaBeouf.
Stream that on Disney Plus.
Don't let your dreams.
Not sponsored. Also, Disney Plus is about to kind of cut, really put the hammer down on password sharing, just like Netflix. So, like, I don't know how I feel about them right now, because that feels very anti-American somehow. You heard that, Disney? Anti-American. Stop it. You too, Netflix. Don't do it. Stop being anti-American. See, those are the words, because you got to say that, because when you call somebody that, then all of a sudden politicians are like, I don't want to come up American. Netflix needs to stop this. He said that this was something that commies do. Yes, that's how we get them. We're like, you know what the most American thing would be? Universal health care.
A living wage.
A living wage. That would be American as fuck. Also, R.I.P. DJ Casper. Guy that made the cha-cha slide, if you ain't know. I had to put that out there too. If you didn't know, sorry, one aside before I give it back to you. Before we get to, I gotta get this out because I was like, this is the night to do it. Welcome. But no. Yes, Mr. C. If you don't know him, yes, you know him. He is the guy that made the cha-cha slide and several remixes of it. I did not realize how many there were until I performed a show with him and he played all of them. But but they were all awesome and he had energy that whole time. And keep in mind, I didn't know it. This guy was fighting cancer this whole time. That's what he just succumbed to, is some cancer. Not fun. But however, great guy. He also revolutionized your lives. And this is a conversation in a pod about art and music, I feel like it's very important to state that song is going to outlast any of the musicians in this room songs. No matter how long our music potentially will last, the cha-cha slide will last longer. Yeah, yours.
Put a cap on us, bro.
Oh, bro, are you gonna make another cha-cha slide?
I'm not saying I'm gonna make
exactly.
Cha-cha slide,
There's a difference. Cool. So there are songs that are timeless. There are songs you'll go back and you'll be like, oh man, that Frank Sinatra song was great. But there are some songs that will be played at every family event, every get together, every whatever until the end of time. And some of those, and you'll mix in some of the other songs from that era. But however, there's always going to be those songs that always show up. See, the chicken dance didn't age well. It didn't have good shelf life. But the cha-cha slide, the Cupid shuffle, when Cupid dies, you are going to respect that man.
To be fair, talking about the
yeah, I am. The chicken dance, to be fair, the chicken dance has lived this long, but nobody does it as an adult like they'd want to do it. You don't put, that'll forever be a kid's jam. Okay. But like cha-cha slide has no age. You can be any age and you can do it if you can listen to instructions. Let's do it. Everybody can do the chicken dance, okay, but like I'm just saying, as somebody that had to DJ enough events, I also ran into those situations where it's like I wouldn't be able to pull out the chicken dance in every single event. Sorry, it's not gonna go. But you yeah, get those fascists. Desegregate passwords. Yeah. Share passwords for all. Fuck. Whatever. But anyway, yes, RIP to him. I had the great joy of getting to actually perform with him because he was down in Rochester in 2021, I believe, for a Juneteenth celebration. And it was a great time. Also, shout out to Jasmine, DJ Lady P, who was down there with us for the event, and all the other musicians and like folks and businesses that were down there. Yeah, but definitely just appreciate the people that, the musicians that are legends. You got to give them flowers while they're there. I learned something really key from this guy too, because I messed up when I went and talked to him. I was like, hey, he was a really cool guy. And he's like, I was like, hey, I'm a rapper, I'm a producer. He was like, do you have a card? I'm like, shit. Because I didn't. And he gave me his card. I was gonna book Mr. C. I was gonna book the cha-cha slide guy, and I talked to him a little bit, and then turns out I can't do that no more. So basically, just give it a spin at your next party. Know that song is timeless, and we're aiming to make some timeless music here. Everybody at this table wants to make some music that will last, but I'm just saying the cha-cha slide is like anti-nuclear weapon.
I can very much speak to that. I promise you, the Cha-Cha Slide is on my wedding playlist for 2024.
You read my mind. It'll never leave.
It'll never ever leave wedding playlists.
Oh, I know all the songs that'll never leave weddings. The Cha-Cha Slide will never leave weddings. Oh, and if you want to go one step further, the Cupid Shuffle will never leave black weddings.
That's phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all of you taking the time out of your evening to listen to this here podcast, less than 5 minutes. 5 minutes and counting to get your music on the critique. Only on Twitch at 9 p.m. Central Time. We're leaving the YouTube. we're going over to this Twitch. We're going to cha-cha slide our asses all the way over to the Twitch.
The left.
To the left. Stage left? Camera left. I'm not 100% sure how those angles all work. Those are both directions that you could possibly go.
Add one more. You know what that is? A triangle.
Oh, geometric jokes.
Bro, you never
He's
saw
doing
that.
math over here.
Bro's trying to add it together. It's like that meme of the woman with like all the numbers and shit on it.
Oh no!
Yeah, one more time for the people we want to let them know.
Damn.
We've been here the whole time.
I'm Alter Egos.
Shaggy.
I'm Darioparty.
Shit, who am I? Who am I? Shit, they switched it up on me. Altered Lex. Follow our Instagram at altered.mgmt.
Do not send me feet pics. I don't want them.
He does.
Send
all the
him
toes.
so many toes.
Send him all the
Only
toes.
send nasty feet too.
Yes.
Dipped in peanut butter and honey.
Step on a banana.
He likes honey buns.
I look like a honey bun. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't.
Oh man, if any of you artists that are out there, you're producing the music, you're getting it out there, submit it to the Dark Gems playlist, only available on Spotify exclusively.
Wait, what? Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Yes. As
Send it
manager,
some
I
right
say
now.
yes.
Shit. I'll send you one back.
Oh my god.
The winter months are coming up here in the Minnesota in the 507. It's going to get chilly AF. There's only a limited amount of these sweaters left, and the only place you can get them is at the Garden Skate Shop, Rochester, Minnesota. Hit them up. Go out there, support your boys. Get yourself the world's most comfortable hoodie. I'm wearing, well, very minimal underneath this, and I'm as comfortable as I've ever been in a dark basement. It's only because of this hoodie. It's only because of this hoodie. If I wanted to be more comfortable, I'd jump onto the Dark Gems INTL website and I'd grab a t-shirt. I'd grab every single color. This way, I have one for every day of the week. How many colors you boys got out there now? 3. There's more than 3 days in the week. I gotta buy more than one shirt. I guess one shirt on every fucking color.
2.5.
Somebody help me do the math on that. I'm not smart.
One half of an extra one.
One half of an extra one. Cut the sleeves off, sew it back together, rainbows, tie-dye, and fun for all.
Rainbows, tie-dye, and fun for all is going to be the next slogan for Dark Gems.
Yes.
Less than 120 seconds until we get the off of YouTube. We jump all the way over to Twitch. I don't jump that well. I'm just going to kind of gently slide on over. I'm probably not going to move too much. But Twitch. Less than 2 minutes. Hello. What's the password? Oh, okay, come on in. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Howdy, hey.
I didn't know. My apologies.
Yeah, you all on Twitch.
Peace.
Yay.
Adios.